I'm combat ready.
Let's just break it down real quick. All right, welcome back to the Weebs Closet. We're dumbasses, all right? We filmed like 10 minutes of this video, and
And
you're
did
probably
the
gonna
first song.
you're probably gonna see a still frame here in a second. This is your introduction. Yeah, you're gonna see a still frame in a little bit, and that's gonna be us not having the camera on. We didn't really react a whole lot, just a little bit of conversation. So
Yeah.
you're not gonna miss much.
I apologize. We honestly we hit record.
Yeah,
We forgot to put the memory on.
but hey, you're gonna for the other 7 songs, you're gonna get us. We'll cut to it, when we get there.
But
And I hope you enjoy the video.
it's gonna be fun.
A lot of this is gonna be new to me, even though we just listened to it.
Mm.
And we have started Volume 5, and there were actually a couple bangers. I have to say.
Wasn't Mikey that was saying like, oh, like I think I prefer the intro for Volume 4.
What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like my favorite intro is yet to come for
Oh,
sure.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
We're about to start this. It's been a while. Like that, I forget that we also do a ranking of our top 3. I think
That's
it is.
true. Yeah, and this
And
will
then
be
the honorable
super,
mention.
super clean because I don't know a lot of these.
This is gonna be interesting because again, none of these and also these again, it's RWBY. We love them. Go watch. Check our Twitter, check our Twitch, check our Patreon. We got on because of different shows over there. We also got times exclusives right now. Jujutsu Kaisen, it's boarding the end of it, probably like on the second half.
A couple weeks left on Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, we got Invincible in there. We also got Shield Hero coming up, M-Up Psycho coming up as well. We got the next year over. We got early access. So you're watching this right here on YouTube. You're watching the soundtrack. We're probably already in Volume 5. So
Yeah.
check that out because we got the early access for RWBY, Vinland Saga, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Mhm.
And also we got bi-weekly podcasts and shout-outs. Oh, and a Anka movie as well. But here are the shout-outs.
But the shout outs.
The
Come on
shout-out.
now. Everybody wants to shout out.
Chris Yuhas, Logan Bogum, David Salazar, Piper Clark, Hunter Chiles, RSC, Rami Pond, Super Mono Man, Nico G, Margie Micah, and Spade Ass.
Damn.
Yes. Thank you guys over there in Patreon. Thank you guys in YouTube because without you, we wouldn't have started. Without you, we wouldn't have made it this far. Without you, nobody would like us. Let's be honest here. But anyway.
Speak for yourself.
Comment,
No,
like,
that's right.
subscribe, guys, and let's jump into this. Make sure that you make a list of your top 3 of this. All right,
Yes,
3,
please.
2, 1, go. Whoa! Even then, it's too loud. I think. Do you
It's
want me
good.
to
No,
drop
it's
it?
good.
Okay.
It's
Oh, I like how Yang looks in this one.
Oh, they all look great. Yeah.
Like she looks less heroic, more casual person.
Yeah. You were saying you hadn't heard the full version of the song?
No.
Okay, I'm excited for you to hear it. This is like the most emotional song I've heard from RWBY. It's very fucking good. Yeah, that guitar fucking goes off right
Yeah.
there.
Threw me off. I honestly thought it was a screech of somebody for a second.
the story takes an unexpected turn, a friend is suddenly gone. We can cry our lives away, but if they were here they'd say, go forward, you must keep moving on.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have heard that second part, but it's probably so little times that I forgot about it. I honestly thought it was an entirely different song.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
No, yeah, I had a lump in my throat there at the second half because we started watching RWBY around a pretty tough time, I would say.
Mhm.
And that's when I jumped back into the soundtracks that I listened to, and I was kind of listening through like some of my favorite songs, and this one came up, and then that second part hits.
Mhm.
And at the time, I had no idea what was
Okay.
going on in
Pertaining,
that part.
yeah.
And then like you watch the show, and like they're obviously talking about Pyrrha.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my fuck, it hits so hard. Like we listened to one and yeah, no, yeah,
Made you feel good.
Volume 3 had a song I
Yes.
think about Pyrrha, like her passing,
Mm.
and there was something about it that just didn't hit super hard for me.
Mhm.
And it was like a sweet song, but it wasn't like an emotional like powerhouse that I kind of was expecting out of the song. And then
Yeah.
this one, like listening to it again, it's like it really hits because it's like so like nice. It's like we're depressed, but we just got to take things day by day, and then it like slows down, and it's like yeah, like a really good friend of ours died,
Yeah.
and like we're having a little bit of trouble, and then it stops. And then that like kind of not
crescendo.
opera, but there's a crescendo with like the like hymnal
Choir,
almost
yeah.
choir, and it like builds and builds, and it's like so uplifting, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, like this is one of the best ones.
Yeah, no, I love it a lot. Like, especially knowing that this part exists, that's pretty good. Because the thing is, like at the beginning, you can like if you're blind to it, then I guess you cannot see that they're immediately talking about season or volume 3.
Yeah.
They're obviously talking about like the hardships, like the we weren't prepared to play a game that wasn't fair.
Mhm.
You know, like again, they were on it, they were on top of it, like in the tournament, everything. They were playing by the rules. They didn't know that they were playing by other people's rules. But
Yeah,
whenever Yang broke this guy's leg, so she got screwed over, and then again Pyrrha getting toyed with and destroyed Penny. You know, so like all these things was not fair for our team at all because nobody saw it coming.
yeah,
So that's the part that I was getting. I was thinking about Pyrrha during the time, and then immediately cut to that one part. It's like, yeah, this is Pyrrha, all right.
yeah. And to be in the intro, it's kind of just saying like that was the buildup of the first 3
Mhm.
volumes right there. Like that was the big moment. Was this girl that you think is going to be basically turned into a goddess, and then
Yeah.
she gets it taken away from her and dies. It's so crazy, and she was a good friend to all of them, and now they have to move on.
I love the because like this song is definitely like you know let's take day by day, not be conquered by the swords and whatnot. It kind of also pertains to all of our characters. The only one that I could say that it doesn't pertain too much like quote unquote is RWBY. But for example, like you got the past of Weiss having to, then she's thrown back into her past to a degree, having to deal with the parents and all the things, and then kind of start to break out of that.
Mhm.
And then you have I guess Blake, not as much either. She has to face off the White Fang, which is another problem that she's trying to run away from it, but ended up landing right on their hands by accident. So all this problem right here is just, again, she has to deal with it, and she's starting to deal with it by the end of volume 4.
Yeah.
And then obviously you got Yang, that she's trying to get over trauma, break that mentality. RWBY, it's the only one that's doing something about it, and it's so I can see the drop down be like that weird wave crashing down is like, I made a mistake, I shouldn't have gone this. And then the uplifting part will be kind of like whenever John is telling her, it's like, you didn't drag us in, you gave us the courage to follow you, so like, and that kind of is like, okay, then let's keep going then, type of thing. I like it. It was a pretty well built song.
Yeah.
Man, my bad for the 10 minutes that you missed. Alrighty, guys, let's jump to the next one. Like Morning Follows Night.
Excellent. Very unique fan art here.
You don't know what it's like to live in shadows. Always regretting what you've done.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Sun's face is slightly unsettling to me.
Spending time counting every little mistake.
Yeah, I don't think it looks bad. It's just like a painting that doesn't look exactly like the characters.
I think it's just the uncanny valley to me.
Who's this?
I think this is Jeff.
Is it really?
Oh, this is the one where the ship.
Yeah.
Hard to know when to turn when life's a disaster.
Is this other guy? I kind of forgot. The rapper.
It said it was featuring someone.
And then probably it is. It wasn't. Probably wasn't Jeff Williams then.
Yeah. Because I was like, I've never heard Jeff Williams sing, not that that was low, but like as low as that.
Lamar. I think his name is Lamar. See, the go can be Jeff Williams.
True. Oh yeah, both.
Lamar
Yeah,
Hall.
Lamar.
Yeah.
Lamar Hall. It's cool.
I liked it. It was decent. Like I like the one. Like as I was clicking, I realized that it was a Son and Blake song.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
It fits. Like I like what the show does, which is like it always makes songs based on certain characters, and it just fits the plot that's happening at the moment. Like for example, again, being in the ship is like, okay, then like I'm not letting you go by yourself. Blah blah. I'm following you, and it so happens that again it's Son and Blake. I like it a lot.
I think where my like struggle to try to connect with the song starts is it feels so much like a musical number to me. Like instead of like a RWBY song, it feels almost like a Hamilton song because it feels like two characters aren't talking with or like singing with each other, they're singing at each other, you know. And that's definitely what Hamilton is, because it's all just music, even when they're like fucking
Arguing or whatever.
it's like it's just rapping and stuff like that, and it feels so much like that. With like we've definitely had songs in the past with RWBY where the colors changing with the lyrics because a different character is like
It's
quote
talking,
unquote
yeah.
singing or talking,
Kind of
or
like the
whatever.
mom and Ruby at one point.
Yeah. I think there it's a little more is nuance the word I want to use? I don't know. This one kind of definitely lets you know what it's all about. Like I'm pretty sure even without the fan art I could have figured out that this was Blake and Son.
Yeah. I like it a lot. I think their relationship per se is underrated to a degree. Because it's not only the cool kid is hanging out with the emo girl, and you know it's your typical relationship, you know, like it's more of like she needs this happy-go-lucky person to like kind of like break her out of her fucking emo shell or whatever like that. Not emo, but it's more of the I'm Batman, I'll do it by myself,
like a lone wolf
yeah
type of thing. Yeah.
So he's starting to break that up hard and kind of show it's like, especially, you know, like you're free to make your choices, but you don't get to choose ours.
Mm-hmm.
And I that moment in the show was really, really good. Because it just makes you wonder how many times you've spoken for your friends instead of like letting them do the things that they wanted to do in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not it was like quote unquote a bother or not. So you may have stopped them before, or somebody has stopped you from helping them or doing something with them.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we're about to jump into Bad Luck Charm. So you can immediately think what this is about.
This is definitely about John.
Yes. Yep. John dyed his hair.
Crow looking like a Final Fantasy character right now.
Legit. Where is chaos?
Yeah, he does kind of look like Jack. Yeah. I just want to know where chaos is. Did we get to the cutscene where
He just shoves
he was like the elf dude? Yeah.
I don't think
The
we.
elf's like-
I don't think we got to it in our playthrough. I think it was in the mashup that you said that you showed me.
He's like, my name is Astos. I'm a dog. I just want to know where the crystals are.
Yeah.
How we feeling about that one?
I like it a lot. It's different. It's very different from the rest. It definitely goes more heavy on the I guess hardcore metal to a degree.
Is that the first one we've heard without Casey Williams?
No.
Really?
Well, caffeine is one of them, but caffeine did have Casey Williams joining in a couple of verses.
Yeah, it has a lot of her. I want to hear a slowed down version of this song. Like, I know it's supposed to be during like a super hype moment.
Yeah, because this was during the fight with Tyrion.
Yeah, this but there was something that felt very arcane-y about it.
As in the show?
Yeah, and I like Jeff Williams as like the part of the chorus, like kind of background singing. I don't know how I feel about him leading a song like this. Is it pretty like it's not bad? It's like an offbeat, like kind of just different kind of voice, you know?
Yeah, there's definitely one like later on. There's another one that is just few like this one had more Casey Williams than the next one that it like is only him. I want to say there was another one where it was just him or mainly him, but right now I could not remember for the life of me. So if you remember before Volume 4, then put it in the comments because I kind of forgot. I like it a lot. It does kind of resemble or like show to you the how Crow thinks of himself. It's like he's like that kind of person that's like doesn't want to get close to anybody because he thinks that you'll bring pain to them.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks that it's kind of the same boat as Blake, but his is a little bit more justified.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Like
Blake.
Blake's is all based on theory. Like wherever she goes is violence, but you could say that about like all of RWBY. Like they're like wherever RWBY is, she's gonna be fighting. Same thing with Yang.
Yeah, like she does have like the white fair and quote unquote following her around, but it's again somebody else's actions causing this. Whereas Crow, it's everything surrounding him will all constantly go to shit, no matter what it is. So yeah, so Ty was telling Yang like, you know, your mom's fault is what drove the team apart. But you could, in old technique, I also say that who's to say that Crow's presence didn't drive something of the plot between that or like steer the pot basically.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so it's curious, and I like the only thing that low-key bothers me so far about Team Stark, and especially just Ty himself, it's like it's Volume 4, and Crow is more involved with Ty's daughters than Ty himself. So it's like I understand that Crow is working for Ospen, but wasn't Ty working for Ospen at one point? You know, like why is Crow so special compared to Yang? I mean to Ty.
Yeah.
You know, so Loki, that's the only thing that I got against it. I mean, like, kind of bothered by it. So he just chose the pacifist route. It's like, I lost both my woman. I'm out of this shit. And if that is the case, then why does he allow this to happen with his kids? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I thought maybe we'd get a little more on that, like eventually. I don't know.
Let's get to This Life Is Mine.
Alrighty.
All right, this is gonna be interesting. Sorry, in 3, 2, 1, andale.
Salud! Thank you.
I think this is technically Mirror Mirror.
Really, again, it's like 4 volumes in a row now.
Let's see if you can place this song in the show.
Probably Weiss. Playing through Near Replicant right now, and there's a character named Grimoire Weiss, but they pronounce it like the real way, which is Weiss.
Weiss. Yeah, isn't like most W words just pronounced like a V?
Yeah, like Christoph. In America we say Christoph Waltz, but he's like a famous actor, but it's Christoph Waltz. Waltz.
There's a part of me that's desperate for changes, tired of being treated like a pawn. But there's a part of me that stares back from inside the mirror, part of me that's scared I might be wrong, that I can't be
Oh yeah, I remember where this is now.
God damn, that don't like, actually went pretty good.
That word specifically.
Yeah, the way that she like pulled her word backwards, it was so odd. So good. Not another thing you want.
Ooh, we're going off now. I thought that was the end of the song.
I do like that it has like technically 3 phases.
Yeah, like fucking, it's a beginning, middle, and end right here. This isn't even my final form. I like the rhythm of that. Nice. That was a fucking good one right there. Bro, it's like they're just telling you that Weiss is like the darling of the show almost.
Mhm.
Like from a character developing. I mean, fuck, they're even coming out with an anime where like
Yeah.
Ice Queendom. Never mind.
Or
Yeah.
she's definitely the center point.
Yeah. And it definitely felt like that, like the way you built her character up in the first 2 volumes. Like, she's gonna be good, she's gonna be good. And I was like, okay.
Whatever, she's still a bitch.
She's a bitch. Ruby's funny and has this like a fucking badass sniper on her fucking thing. And
She's just being rude to Ruby.
Yeah.
Ruby's the best.
yeah, but also her music is like always, I feel like always almost or does make the top 3. Like there's always a song about her and it's always really good.
Yeah.
This might be the best one
Of the whole bunch of the mirrors, yeah.
Yeah, because it was just like, it's like you said, it like fucking kept evolving. Like I was like, oh, it's over, and it was like fucking going off with the drums and shit. I was like, god damn, all right. And that fucking like, it didn't just like get good from there. It like they also like changed up the rhythm, and I was like, ooh, okay, we're doing this now. I don't want to sound like I'm like Fantana, like I know music theory or anything like that.
But yeah, but
that.
like the tempo kind of switch on how she started saying the words too. Yeah, like I do enjoy it, and what's great is I feel like this song is so good that they reused it again in volume 5, and we've seen it already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that last part, that's whenever she was doing the summon against the queen.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because this was played when she was in the like singing, right?
Opera,
on stage.
yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
volume 4. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's the basically the "Fuck You, Dad" song.
Nice. This is, and it's like a sequel to the last song. Because the last song was, wasn't it both Jacques and Weiss singing?
It was Weiss singing, but also singing from the perspective of the father, kind of like saying like, this is what you were telling me, this is what, you know, X, Y, and Z. And kind of here it's like, yeah, you try to build me up on to this lies, telling me that this is how much I was worth, and you cannot step out of that line type of thing. And it's like, fuck that. I love Weiss. Honestly, Weiss. I think it has this Bakugo effect on me. It's like, it's a character that you are definitely groomed to hate or dislike at least. And then like they start showing you this gigantic strides in their character growth. Yeah. Whereas every other character has character growth, but it's so much more gradual, where this one is just a spike. It's crazy that there's only like 8 songs. Why the other ones feel like so much bigger?
I don't know. These are longer than the other ones. Like the other songs used to be like 2 or 3 minutes. Some of them might be 5, but this one's like all like 5, 5, 5, 4.
Yeah, you're right. Alrighty, so let's start with Home.
Oh boy.
I think this is the outro song. We got to Mistral.
Ah, okay.
Right in the note. I think so. Yeah.
Hopefully it's not just a white screen the whole time.
We get like slowly started like getting the hypnotized thing.
I actually really like that art right there. She got like the Goldilocks like pigtails.
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
You seen the subs?
Yeah. Is that Spanish?
No.
Oh, what the fuck is that? Resta con mi? Is that Portuguese?
Might be.
Let's just
Suck naughty.
quietly of what
It's not French either.
No.
So I think it's Portuguese. Because it's not Italian. I can tell you that right now.
Then yeah, it's Portuguese. Because I know French, you know Spanish.
And I have an idea of what Italian looks like.
calm your fear.
I might be wrong. Yeah.
Agrapero, like that's cling right there. Agrapero is a cling.
Rest, my friend. Time can mend.
This became a song reaction to let's figure out which one of
The
like
closed captions, yeah. It has to be Portuguese, because Portuguese is like a mix of French and Spanish, right?
and something else, yeah. It's a mix of like 3 different languages.
All right, just in case you people can't see it, we're arguing about the closed captions right now.
I'll screw recording, so hopefully they can figure it out too.
Yeah, right. But the song, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Promise you won't be alone. I don't know where we should go. Just feeling farther from our goal. I don't know what path we will be shown, but I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home. Yes, I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home.
It's funny because like throughout this 2 volumes so far that we've had, Crow, I've been expecting y'all to make some sort of a prediction, or not prediction, but theorize about his character, and like y'all have never even tried to mention that at all.
I mean, we got Edgar Allan Poe, and that's all we got.
No, so like it's not about like
what he's inspired by?
Yeah, no, it's nothing like that. It's more of like his, like who is he inside of the RWBY story.
Even of safety way.
All we have are like little teases. We know that he's Raven's brother.
Yeah, I mean it's not something that's confirmed, so hence why it's something that a lot of people fight over. And like a lot of people argue over it.
Gotcha.
And like almost die hard over the fact that this theory is correct. It's like, it's not confirmed, guys.
But even when we stumble,
But funny enough, like this picture kind of like pertains to that theory. So it's like, hence why I like thinking about it.
what I will remember that I had you through it all. I don't know where we should go. Just feeling farther from our goal. I don't know.
I'll save my thoughts for after the song.
Path we will be shown, but I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home. Yes, I know that when I'm with you, I'm at
It has to be freaking Portuguese because casa is spelled exactly as in Spanish.
Yeah, because I saw some French words in there, and I was like, "Is it French?" And I was like,
Because I'm pretty sure what is home in French? Cacique, isn't it?
I'll have to look it up. I don't remember now.
Yes, I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home.
No, I'm curious. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I'm actually gonna.
I can't believe I forgot. I forgot so much French, dude.
Oh, it is Italian.
Really?
What? It was Italian.
Wow.
Wow.
So my thing is, I'm trying to like go through the family tree right now,
Mhm.
and we know that Crow is a brother of Raven.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that I was so surprised by Raven's character design because of how like blonde Yang's hair is, and then
Yeah.
we're introduced to Tai, and it's like, okay, this is where she gets the
hair.
blonde hair. But Crow looks so much more like Ruby to me.
Okay.
And even Raven, I at first thought looked a little bit like Ruby. And then-
Yeah, it's the color scheme, definitely.
And so we don't know anything about Summer Rose.
Yeah,
And
we've only seen what, a picture?
Yeah. And so this could be way off and the dumbest thing anyone's heard, but like I almost feel like they could be triplets or at least siblings. And so that could be it.
Triplets. Wait, who?
Summer, Crow, and Raven. As I said, this could be the dumbest thing I ever said. So take it easy.
I wouldn't necessarily go just because of the fact that like since Summer has a different last name, which is Summer Rose, and that's actually Ruby's last name.
What's Crow's last name?
Bronwyn.
Bronwyn. And then Raven has the same last name?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Bronwyn twins, and then you also got so that is the thing. It's like, then why is Yang Xiaolong from Tai, but then you got Ruby Rose, and not Ruby Xiaolong. You see where the question comes in? You know, it's like,
True.
why? Like, regardless of who is the mother, like the last name should be Xiaolong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that is the part that is kind of interesting to a lot of people and a lot of like, you know, the viewers, and also it makes me wonder if the writers have had their own fair share of feuds. Because I'm pretty sure that now that we're talking about it here, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna have some people in the comments like poking at us because of this. In what scenario would you want to name somebody the mother's last name?
Well, they're in the same scenario, so it wouldn't make any sense however you slice it, because they were both raised by Tai, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like, are you trying to get my gears turning, or are you just genuinely curious?
Both.
Okay.
Because the thing is, like, there's a lot of, and I'm gonna spill it right here. There's a lot of speculation that Ruby's dad is actually Crow.
But his last name isn't. Okay,
But you see where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, yes, probably he was the dad of Ruby, but then decided to name
I
her
see.
after
I see.
Rose.
Yeah.
And then Tai Yang and this other girl actually had something as well, and they just call it as, oh, well, you know, she's the mom of both of us to a degree because the other one left me. Mm-hmm. And so basically, if to a degree they were both abandoned by their parents to a degree. Yang being abandoned by Raven, and then Ruby being abandoned by both Crow and I mean, granted, she's not abandoned by Crow because he's here, but he technically gave it away to Ty to take care of.
Yeah, I get it. I wouldn't have jumped to that conclusion, but it's not within Crow's character. I had to do a double negative right there because it is within his character too. He's like standoffish. He's got bad luck. That's his whole like thing. And so obviously he wouldn't want to be around his child if he even had one.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense that he kind of like comes and goes. So I could see it. I could actually see it.
Like, I do believe that he may be the case. I'm like, I believe it, but with a grain of salt.
Yeah, me too.
Because the idea of like in volume 3, whenever Crow entered the room and asked Ty to get out of the room, you know, to speak with her, Ty gave him the biggest stink eye ever while walking out. So like I feel like it's to a certain degree that territorial thing. Yeah. It's like, bro, you gave her up, she's mine. Yeah. Like, you cannot just come in at any given time and take it away from me, type of thing. Like, it's not necessarily that that's all that it got conveyed, but I can see that being a certain feeling, and hence why he doesn't necessarily like Crow with the girls too much. It's like, you know, you made your choice, live with it. Yeah. You're not her.
And I hope it stays like that for the rest of the show.
Like ambiguous?
I want them to keep going with this, these little subtleties, but I don't want like a Darth Vader scene. You know, I don't want to like, Ruby, I'm actually your dad.
No.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, really?
She's like, oh fuck yeah. Yeah. I like that like people are picking up on that, and that right there is really good. That he's trying to like keep them, you know, you made the choice, you know, so you got to stay away.
But yeah, so this song, I like it a lot. I do like the message. I know whenever I'm with you, I'm at home. Basically, also says like home. It's not an actual place. It's where your people are. It kind of it's like Asgard's not a place. You know, type of thing. It's like where our people is. It's Asgard.
Yeah.
You know, and I do like that idea because ultimately, yeah, my house is over there back in PR, but ultimately the moment that like we got Mikey, Meryll, you, and I in the room is just this is comfortable. I like this.
I feel that big time. Family.
Fucking Toretto. Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Alrighty, going into Arm and Ready. 3, 2, 1, go. I like how they like had her with both arms here, and then like I think this last side scene should be the one without the arm.
She didn't even have a scarf on.
Yeah, because I do like the fact that she also kind of looks slightly somber.
It happens every night. I watch my world ignite. If there's no waking from this nightmare, the stage is always set, the place I can't forget.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the nightmare right there. That's crazy. Because the guy's always hiding behind that mask.
That's the fight I almost want to see more than anything is like
Yang and
Adam.
I meant to say Adam first, and hence why I contradicted myself twice.
I know that they're probably gonna go for Blake and Adam, but if by some small chance Yang and Adam get a rematch, I will be happy.
Great, honestly. I feel like she deserves that fight.
Yeah. If they're gonna write a whole freaking song about it.
Yeah. Like Mercury and her, they're cool parallels.
Yeah, I agree.
But the beef is there with the other guy. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, there's definitely some beef with Meryll. Like I am, in Volume 5 we saw that rematch. I'm excited about that. And Yang is just a character that I really wasn't too into the first like 2 volumes, but these last 2 like really climbed up the ranks of how much I like her.
Yeah, I think that she was more of a Mikey's favorite.
Yeah.
I feel like it just fits so good, the whole Armed and Ready, just because it's arms.
It's just a big pun.
I always thought that he said ready, not feeling ready. Yeah, and you can still definitely see that she's struggling with like the thing, because whenever she punched that one guy in the gas station, you can still see her arm kind of like shaking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess we gotta jump back to it. But she like holds her hand because she's like, I guess, paranoid of fighting. Goddamn, people need to calm down in their chat.
Just call me sir. That goes back to my whole weirdo question I had a few episodes ago.
Yeah, was it in this show or was
No,
it?
yeah, you're right. I think it was I don't even remember.
Vinland Saga?
Vinland Saga, yeah.
Was it Vinland Saga?
One of those shows.
Cause yeah, it was a lady in command, and like us, yes sir, and they went and then you were like, I thought it should have been ma'am.
Trying to think now, yeah.
God, now I'm trying to think which one it was. No, it was Dread.
You're right. Yeah,
was Dread.
It was Dread. With the villain.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to speedrun this discussion, but this felt like a classic,
Yeah.
like RWBY character theme right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It's easily attachable to the character. It just
Yeah.
goes with their thing. I do think what I love about Yang and the thing that she went through is that like it's kind of like with Inosuke, like back in the first season at the end, where he's cocky as shit because like to a degree Inosuke is the strongest one of the three. To a degree. And kind of the same with Yang. Like, out of her team, she is by far the strongest. The most tactical, the thing, not necessarily, maybe not the most versatile, but definitely the strongest.
Yeah, like physically, just like innate strength.
Yeah, like a powerhouse. And that is it. It's a matter of, like, she's the mitochondria of RWBY.
The powerhouse of the RWBY. You know what, there's this joke in one of the Nakey Jakey videos that I really love. I think it's called High School Didn't Matter. And
I can already picture
yeah,
where it goes.
he's just talking about all the shit he learned in high school that he never used. And he's like, whenever I'm at a coffee shop, I'm always thinking, thank God the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And I was like,
Oh,
well,
God.
now we know, and we were able to implement it in this reaction video.
Yeah, no, like legit. And that is the thing. It's like, so whenever the characters are to a degree cocky about their abilities, the moment that they get humbled hard. And that's technically what happened to Yang. Is like she's realizing that she is to a degree weak. And not necessarily weak in the fact that she's unable or incapable of doing things, but rather weak as in not as strong as she placed herself in her own tier list. Especially whenever it comes to somebody that can dual slash out of freaking like distance wise.
Yeah. I'm gonna say something a little controversial. Yeah, and all the RWBY fans are gonna hate me for it. Weiss's character arc is the most well executed, I think, so far. I like Yang's character arc more though.
Okay.
And it's because her character in volume 2, we learned that she's just like a go with the flow. Like she's so strong that she can just be a huntress. She doesn't really care about like necessarily saving as many people as she possibly can.
Yeah.
She's just there for the thrill of it. And so for, like you said, I think more than almost any character I can think of, she got humbled like fucking big time. And it kind of left her in the state of like PTSD and depression, like the works. I'm talking, she was like almost a basket case, I want to call
Yeah,
it.
like a lethargy.
I would really like to see, you can implement it in like a ton of different ways. Like if she ever comes across Adam again, like let's say she really gets her confidence back and she's like going through all these enemies and then she sees Adam again and she just gets like tunnel vision. And then she feels like really small and powerless. And that'd be like, okay, this is how she felt before.
Presence itself is definitely something that is scary because it's just, again, like there's a difference of what you think and how you feel personally on your off time. But the moment that you have to encounter somebody that has I don't know, I guess what, pained you in some way, hurt you in some way, like it's different. So the idea over here, so yeah, if she's in front of this presence being Adam and she feels nothing, I'll be angry. You know, it's like, come on now. Like there's something that you really cannot escape until you faced it multiple times to get comfortable. But yeah, so I love Yang. I love her story. I love again, most of her songs are just sticker. This is her.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing that you can do.
All right.
Lusus Natare?
Natare.
Didn't we have something similar in the other volume?
I have no idea.
Something Natare or whatever?
I don't know.
Let's see. Starting 3, 2, 1, go. Because the other one was for Grimm. I think it was a Grimm song.
Was it Sacrifice? No, it wasn't.
Didn't we listen to this already?
No. I've never heard this one.
Let's see. That's what it means. Lusus Natare is nature's freak.
Oh, okay.
Because Natare is nature. It's a Latin word. Lucius, I'm not too sure, so I'm assuming that it means freak.
Of the 2 people in the world that know that language. Is it like that old Latin? Like
Yeah.
Greek?
Like very, very old Latin.
Okay.
I don't know Latin. I just know some words from Latin because that's basic. Like Spanish is the closest language I can tell
Okay, yeah.
to Latin. That is why it's Latin America. Yeah, it's for the Grimm, and I know Matar. I feel like we definitely listened to it, but I think volume 2.
I don't remember this song at all.
Or it could have been that it was meant to be in volume 4, and we may have listened to volume 3, and that's probably why it felt like the longest soundtrack reaction ever, is because we had a whole other song in there. Like I just, oh my god. I'll have to check.
We listened to another one in volume 3, but it was like a slowed down version of I think This Will Be the Day.
Yeah, I remember that one. It was the acoustic version.
Yeah, that's right.
The only thing that I don't like, and this is just nitpick, it's not the song, it's like what they chose for the artwork. They should have had Salem in there.
True.
Because it's all about like, I find beauty in my Grimm, you know.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's some good fan art of Salem. She's like one of the most. Oh, okay. Well, I saw that little.
I'm just saying that like, there's good numbers out there. Okay, let's stop.
Oh wow.
Waken my brood. Today you will rise. I'm giving you life, my loose story. Open your I'm giving you life, my loose story. Open your eyes.
Oh, okay.
So I like it. It's definitely a darker tone to the song.
Yeah, that one was like straight up just Jeff Williams for sure.
Yeah. See, I think this is the one that I was thinking about whenever you were asking. Hence why I'm like, I feel like we've listened to more Jeff Williams. So again, it may be meant for Volume 4, but I think it made its way into one of the other soundtracks. The last one is really
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. Okay.
Really? That shouldn't be Volume 4? It's in Volume 4, guys. We're gonna be reacting to Bumblebee soon. Okay,
All right.
that's interesting. But yeah, I like this one. I do like it. Not necessarily like my top, but again, it's a pretty nice and dark themed, based on the Grimm. Something that I was thinking about the whole, like, while listening to this, I honestly think that you and Mikey will enjoy Salem on the later seasons.
That's good.
Because Salem, I have to say, it's pretty complex for it to be like the main villain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's so good because, like, you know, usually you have a villain, they have a goal, and that is it. But like this villain is pretty well built, and it's so good. I feel like I enjoy her character a lot more than a lot of other characters, mainly villains. I think Cinder is the only one that I haven't had a chance to fall in love again with, but I think it's not that I dislike her, but more of like, I know for a fact that there's more to it. I think they explain in Volume 8 because a lot of people have been talking about her in Volume 8. Okay. So but it's something that I haven't being exposed to, but something tells me that there might be backstory of her back in Volume 8. So that's something I'm definitely looking forward to. But yeah, like, man, freaking fuck her name already. Salem is cool.
That's cool. Yeah. This song was pretty good. We finally have like a Grimm song, like a Grimm anthem almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of agree with you. I would have liked to have seen some Salem fan art. I think her character designs are really awesome.
Yeah.
Like for all the villains, I think she has the best character design.
Yeah, I like how like she has that red thing that looks like veins coming through their arms and whatnot.
Raises a lot of questions for me.
Yeah, and the little like pendant in the forehead, whatever. Like, don't we all have one? No, that's Raven from Teen Titans. I'm like, isn't there another character with a freaking thing singing of Teen Titans?
All right,
we're ready for the last one.
Let's do it.
Freaking Bumblebee, yo! 3, 2, 1, go.
There's a garden where I go. If you meet me there, no one will know. In the springtime, in the sun, we can be alone without anyone.
I don't think this should be in Volume 4.
Who the fuck? Blake and Yang? Oh my god, what?
I know you're looking at the screen, and I'm looking at the screen too. That's your face.
There's a heart up there. Are we getting some?
Best
no,
friends.
no. Is this like citrus? Team Citrus. This is strange. Like to be in Volume 4.
That's why I don't think this was meant to be in Volume 4. So don't hate us in the comments. Hey, this is the list that we were given. That it was in the playlist.
It was in the playlist. We didn't make this shit. Baby.
We could live inside a garden of ecstasy. You could be my queen, I could be your dream. Love's like a fantasy, maybe set me free. Let me be like a serenade.
Mainly because I'm trying to think, where have we heard this song too? You know, I don't think we've heard this at all.
Did we hear the Grimm song?
You are oh so sweet.
I don't think so either.
Because there's always like 2 or 3 that never actually make it into the volume.
Usually they're like the outros and whatnot, like the outro, the last episode. So I want to say that Lucius Natara probably was the outro.
Maybe, yeah. They got a fucking Bumblebee in the
Yeah.
closed captions.
Because and this is why the name Bumblebees, because I don't know if you remember back in, I was in Volume 2, they had the team attack names that was technically supposed to be the ships between all the characters.
Gotcha.
So Bumblebee was the only one that kind of stuck.
You could be my queen, I could be your dream. Life's like a fantasy, maybe set me free.
Because even then, I don't think a lot of people are like shipping White Rose, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there's people out there. No. We are out. We are out and about.
Was that volume 5?
Yeah, no, Volume 7.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Well, thank God we didn't listen to any of that.
Oh my God, that would have like thrown you for a loop. That's for sure. Questions? Plenty.
I don't know if I even have questions. I'm just like,
Surprise.
wow. All right. I honestly, like, I don't know how I feel. I feel like it's not way too obvious, but like, how do I put this without pissing off both sides?
I mean, granted, you gotta think about the fact that it's Volume 4,
Uh-huh.
and you have no context as to why to like be part of this at all.
No, yeah, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about You're right. I can't. You're right.
And that is
I
also
think, no, it's not obvious because it's like Yang and Blake are together. It's like 4 pretty anime girls on a team. Of course, they're all lesbians. You know? Like it's like one of those things. But it's like I feel like subverting my expectations would have been if they're all straight, but they can't be all. They could be, but I don't think they would all be.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what? I always kind of wondered where like the romantic aspect of this show
We'll start
would go.
kicking in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we've been having it's funny because it feels like Blake has been the one to have the most relationship interests up to this point.
Yeah.
Adam, Sun, and apparently now Jiang.
Which they tease, actually. They do
They
actually
did
kind of...
dance.
They give you a few, like, basically in Volume 2, in, like, a couple episodes, there was, like, some Yang-Blake friction. And Yang was actually the one that pulled Blake out of the depression little episode.
Yeah, not wanting to sleep for days. And she's like,
Yeah.
fucking sleep and I'll dance with you.
So I like that. I'm not going to say I don't like the ship. I said I'm going to piss both sides off because I'm sure there's some people, like, I'm kind of commentating on like 2 sides right now.
Yeah.
I'm commentating on the side. I'm
Is that that pause?
I'm commentating on the like horny guy that wants to see like all the RWBY characters be lesbian, and I'm also commentating on the incel guy that says that there's no way that all 4 of these girls can be lesbian.
Yeah.
Or like a couple of them.
Yeah,
just like statistically. But so that's why I'm like pissing both sides off. But if I cut that out and I just look at it as it is and it develops and this is where it's going, this makes sense. And I actually like if you had to say like which 2 characters in RWBY would be together, I would probably say these 2.
Yeah.
Just because of like the kind of history that they have in the last few
Like
volumes.
the different conflicts that they're having to go through and whatnot.
And I don't want to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Basically, like, since I'm like, I have no idea where this is going. I just wanted to say that like Yang and Blake, out of everyone on the team, are like 2 polar opposites, like more so than I think RWBY and Weiss are, because Yang is bright, and she's a go-getter, and she's just like she doesn't have a lot of motivation.
You can kind of call her an extrovert as well.
Yeah, and then it's like Goldilocks and Belle,
Yeah, but it's extremely introverted. She just wants to stay, inside, read her books, hang out, like in her close group of people, but not necessarily go out to a bar or something like that. So yeah. Yeah, the thing is, like, and that's the problem right now. Like, it's just right now we've been tossed Sun so much that is the obvious relationship is Sun and Blake. So that's why I'm so bothered that this was even here. This honestly, I don't think should have been here. If this was played here, then I guess. But this should have be a little bit more to the later seasons where a song is not relevant or where the friction is back into play, because right now we got them both separated, so there's no friction anymore. Because granted, you could say, oh well, she sacrificed her arm for Blake, so she must really felt.
Completely forgot about that too.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't a coincidence that Yang was there. I think.
Yeah, she was looking for her per se.
Yeah. That was a good song though. Also, like I really liked the song. I was just like on like even beyond Citrus, like when we did the reaction to the Citrus intro, and I was like, oh damn,
there was no kissing on this one, but I could picture it.
Yeah, but I'm so close to like the Yang and Blake characters compared to like I don't really know a whole lot about Citrus, so it was just like, damn, like this show is intriguing. If they're gonna show all this in the intro, but here it's like I didn't think it was going here, but now that it is, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and I don't think this show is afraid of relationships with the same orientation and whatnot. Because granted, these are not real characters on the show, but in the episode 1 of the 5th volume, we had the stills. Whenever we enter Mistral, we had like still frames showing you people in the market and whatnot, and there was clearly 2 guys like kind of hugging, like, while holding the little plant with the heart and whatnot. So like I don't think it's something that is gonna be weird in the show. I think it's gonna be welcome. But the thing is that we haven't until that point we have not seen anything similar to this.
I would say it would never be weird, and that's where I go back to like my obvious. Like it's Rule 34, right? Like you put 4 really pretty anime girls in a show together, and they're just gonna have sex. So in the actual show when they are dating, it's like, whoa. Like, I can't believe they're actually doing this, Yeah. And that's what's
they're making it canon,
Yeah. And that's what I'm not trying to say, like, I can't believe they're lesbian. Like, oh my God, what? It's just like, I can't believe they're
putting the relationship, period.
Yeah.
Like any relationship in a show. Anyways, but yeah, so ranking. I think I am going to go for my top 3rd.
Okay. I think I have my list.
Yeah. So my top 3rd will probably be Arm and Ready.
Okay. I like it.
My second one is gonna be Let's Just Live.
Okay.
With my first one being This Life Is Mine.
Okay, yeah, that's a really good one. This was a pretty easy one to put together for me.
Really?
Because I hate to say it, we got a comment last volume reaction that was saying like, oh, I like this volume, but it's definitely like one of my least favorite in terms of music. And I was like volume 3 was so hard for me to rank because there were so many good ones.
Yeah, it truly is.
This one like,
it has decent ones.
Unfortunately, that there was 2 or 3 that were pretty forgettable.
Yeah,
like I hate to say it, like just straight up, like I wasn't feeling them. But the ones, I mean, I'm not putting Bumblebee on there because of that. The song was really good and it was shocking. So Bumblebee's number 3.
Ooh,
I would say This Life Is Mine. It would be my number 2. It was like it's really fighting for that number 1 spot just because of how much it builds and how epic it gets.
Yeah.
But Let's Just Live is like if it's not my favorite song in RWBY, it's one of them. I always go back between From Shadows and this one. These are like the 2 for me that are always gonna be on top of them unless something in volumes 5 through 8 completely change that.
Yeah, for me, I like Let's Just Live is really good, and I like that like drop to the build up, and then like the last verse really good. I think the reason why I'm somewhat biased whenever it comes to Weiss. Like I think overall Weiss was always one of my favorites. So I'm trying not to say too much, but like so like anything, whenever there's anything over in here possible, I'll just immediately grab it. But like, I mean, Bumblebee probably one of my honorable mentions. The only reason why I didn't choose it personally, especially me knowing that I don't think that this should be here.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I totally
You
get
know,
that.
so that's definitely one of my honorable mentions, and probably followed by Bad Luck Charm.
Bad Luck Charm. I liked Bad Luck Charm. I want a slowed down version of that. I wonder if there's like a cover that somebody's done. I would totally listen to it. Like Morning Follows Night was okay. Like I said, like it felt pretty music numbery.
Yeah.
Home was good. I liked Home. I liked Armed and Ready. Let's Nature. Is that how you pronounce it?
Natura, yeah.
I like the idea of a Grimm song, but I think that's another one. Like those were the three that I wasn't feeling. Was that one?
Yeah.
And then Bad Luck Charm wasn't quite there, and then like Morning Follows Night. Those were the three that I.
Yeah, Listen Natura. I feel
wrote.
like they should get another one that hits a little bit harder.
Yeah, it didn't feel like as dark as I wanted it to, I guess. But Armed and Ready and Home were, I'd say, two honorable mentions. For
Yeah,
sure. I really
they're
like those.
pretty good. But yeah, guys, I honestly thought that we were recording for less. So I apologize for this long video. But yeah, so I'm interested now that you know that. Now that you know like the quote unquote poke at the theory of Crow, I'm expecting to, that to slowly spread towards Mikey, and it's like, wait
Yeah.
a second, like what is this?
I wanted to mention it to Mike, but I kind of want to see if he picks up on anything throughout the next few volumes.
Yeah. And then like with Bumblebee, I'm just again surprised that he's here, and I'm excited for y'all to start seeing it. Like there will be more friction about it, and kind of like, okay, I can actually truly see this, or yeah, no, I like Sun better.
We had a moment where I thought you were going to go to the comments to see if people were complaining about it, but then it's just like we're risking getting
Everything.
mega spoiled. So yeah, I'm just really excited to get into the later volumes now that I haven't heard anything from. So yeah,
We'll see you guys in the next one.
so yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed another Weebs Closet reaction. A special thanks to our Patreons. We appreciate your extra support to keep this channel going. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. See you in the next one.